In this video, we're going to start our review. And as you can see, we have 5 lessons. We're going to start from lesson 16, and we're going to end up or finish the full review with lesson 20. But in this video, specifically, we're going to review lesson 16 and grammar, or the grammar part of lesson 17. Okay? Now let's start with Mr. Tannen's tie trouble. Okay, let's review this story together. I know you guys still remember a few things about it, but like here in this review, we have many questions about the lesson, and we're gonna answer them according to our understanding. So this skill is called comprehension skill, and we have to focus on it, okay, because some questions may be included in the final exam. Let's start. So the first question, what is Mr. Tannen's job? Okay, what do you think he works? Does he work as a teacher, as a principal, as a, okay, what, chef, pilot, what else? Football player? What does he work? He is a principal, right? He's a principal of the school. So we have to know his job. Okay, what about the second question? What is the name of the school that is mentioned in the story? Sorry. What is the name of the school that is mentioned in the story? Its name is Lyndhurst School. Lyndhurst School, okay? You can find it at page 16. The answers, or any answer, or sorry, any answer for any question that is asked about the story is what, or can be found in the text. Okay, now let's move to question number 3. How many ties does Mr. Tannen own? My God, I can't count them. There are, because what? Because there are a lot. And how many ones do you think there? Okay, let's see. Where is it? Okay. I think, okay, his ties, and let's see. Oh yeah. In fact, he has almost 1,000 crazy ties. So how many ties does he have? He has almost 1,000 crazy ties. So this is the answer for question number 3. How many ties does Mr. Tannen have or own? He has almost 1,000 crazy ties, okay? So what is the thing that has to be fixed in the school? Is it the cafeteria, the classroom, the whiteboard? What is it? The playground, right? So the thing that has to be fixed in the school is the playground. Now let's move to the second page. What did Mr. Tannen, what? Okay, yes. Here we have to have it like this. Mr. Tannen what did Mr. Tannen decide to do to help the school? He decided to do an auction, and I told you what is the meaning of an auction, or an auction, to sell his ties in order to to collect money to help or to fix the playground. So that's what he did in order to help the school. Do you think the money that the children collected to get a new playground was enough or not? This one in this jar. Do you think it was enough or not? It wasn't enough, right? That's why Mr. Tannen had to do an auction in order to help the school. Okay, now let's see the third slide. So here we have Mr. Tannen's tie auction, and it starts Saturday at 7 p.m. at Lyndhurst School. So when will the auction be held? It's going to be on Saturday at 7 p.m. And where will it be? At Lyndhurst School. So where? We're asking about the place. When? We're asking about time. What? We're asking about things. So what are the things that Mr. Tannen decided to sell to collect money for the school? His ties. Okay, so he decided to sell his ties in order to help the school. Now let's see this one. What are the names of the ties that Monsieur Bijou bought in the auction? Let's see. What were the ties, or what are the names of the ties? So Donut and Danish tie. So he bought two ties, the donut tie and the Danish tie. Okay, which tie did Lolly the librarian buy? Which one did she buy? She bought the book tie, of course, because she's a librarian. Which tie did Dr. Demi buy? Okay, hold on, let me see. Was the proud owner of the toothbrush tie. Okay, so the toothbrush tie. Which tie did Kaylee buy? Okay, let's see. Okay, hot dog tie. Yes, hot dog tie. And what about Miss Sweet Apple? She bought the wedding bells tie. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, can see her though. Oh, yes, here it is. Okay. Now let's move to the following slide. What's the name of the tie that Mr. Tannen couldn't sell in the auction? Or in the auction, sorry. The auction, what was it? The blue ribbon tie. Do you remember it, guys? So he couldn't sell this tie because of what? So the second question, why didn't he sell it? Because it was a present or a gift from Mr. Apple for being a great principal, right? So he couldn't sell it. He decided to keep it for himself. So he couldn't sell the blue ribbon tie because it was a gift from Mr. Apple for being a great principal. So the playground was tied in a what? What do you think? Let's see. Okay, the playground. So here we have the playground was tied in a giant ribbon made from Mr. Tannen's ties. So as you can see here, we have the name of the playground in Mr. Tannen's playground, and it was tied in a giant, it means big what? Big ribbon made from Mr. Tannen's ties. And what did the people of the town do for Mr. Tannen? They decided to give back his ties, right? So hold on, let me see. Where is the part that, okay? No, right? Okay. Yes, we're giving you back your ties. So the townspeople decided to give Mr. Tannen back his ties. So do you think it was the good thing to do or not? Yes, it was good thing to do because the more you give, the more you get, right? So what's the name of the tie that is shown in the picture? The last one. What is this one? It's the playground tie because here we have rainbows, we have swing, and little kids swing or using it and so on. So this is the playground tie. So that's it for Mr. Tannen's tie trouble. It was a really nice story, and we took it while we were in school, or at school. If you guys remember, we were like, in the classroom, and I okay, I tried to draw a tie on the board, and I let you try to do it as well, and nobody could draw a tie on the board. It was funny. Okay, now let's move to the second part of lesson 16. It's about pronouns. So what are pronouns? Yeah, let's talk about grammar and talk about pronouns. Pronouns are the things that we use to replace nouns. So a pronoun can take the place of a noun. So instead of saying the teacher, Sarah, or teacher, Sarah, we say she. Instead of saying Nimer, Nimr, the boy, not the animal, you know. Not talking about the tiger. So Nimr is a boy, and we can replace Nimr with he. Omar, we can replace Omar with he. We can replace Zaina with she. We can replace Batul with she. We can replace Ahmed and Saad with they. We can replace Rashid, okay, and who else? Farah. So Rashid, Farah, and I can replace it with we. So these are pronouns, and they can take the place of a noun. So we have to know that to replace a noun that is the subject of a sentence, we have to use the pronouns I, she, he, it, we, or they. Okay, that's what I need you to know about pronouns. I don't need you to know about reflexive or reflexive pronouns because we didn't take them. So I need you to know about subject pronouns I, you, he, she, it, we, they. And I think they're easy, but some of you are still okay, still like not 100% sure when they use them. So you have to be sure while or when you use them, okay? So now we have to use the correct pronoun with each of the following words. So let's see. We have Muhammad, cat, Sarah, Ahmed and Omar, mom and dad, Batul and I, school, if I want to talk about myself. So let's see. Muhammad, what do you think about Muhammad? Let's see, now let's use the text. Okay, Muhammad is a boy. And what is the pronoun that we use for boys? He, right? So Muhammad is he, or we use the pronoun he to replace Muhammad. What about the cat? It. What about Sarah? She. Okay, what about Ahmed and Omar? They, because they're more than one. Mom and dad, also they. Okay, Batul and I, we. School, it, because, you know, it's all everything. And if I want to talk about myself, I say I. So, I. Okay, and that was a quick or a very quick revision about or review about pronouns. If you have any questions about pronouns, don't hesitate to ask me, great, about them. Anyways, we're done with lesson 16. Now let's move to the only part that I need you to know about, or I need you to review from lesson 17. It's about pronouns with verbs. Now I need you to know that I, you, we, they don't change the verb, okay? Nothing is changed when we use these pronouns. But if you want to say, or if we want to use the pronouns he, she, it, we have to change the verb. For example, to add s to the verb or es, depending on the place. So we say, I am happy, not I is happy, not I are happy. I say I am happy. I say you are nice, not you is nice, not you am nice, you are nice. And pay attention that only am or I only takes am, okay? And you are, we are, plural. You can be plural and singular, but it takes what? It takes are, doesn't take is. Even if we mean, or if we're referring to only one, when we use you, okay? You بتيجي للجمع وبتيجي للمفرد, okay? بس بالحالتين we use are with it. So you are, we are, we're talking about more than one person here. They are, not they is. But if you want to talk about, or if you want to use the pronouns he, she, it, we have to use is. So he is, Zaina is, Sarah is, Saad is, Omar is, Zaina is, sorry again, Zaina. Okay, Batul is, Farah is, Ahmed is, okay? So what? He, she, it, they take what? They take is. So now we have to match the subject pronouns to the correct verb. Let's see. They don't change, or the pronoun the pronoun they doesn't change the verb. So it stays as it is, or as it is. Now we say they color. Okay, what about I? I also, or the pronoun I doesn't change the verb, so I come. She. When we use the pronoun she, the verb is going to change, so we say she completes. Not complete, she completes. We cut or cuts. What do you think? Cut, because the verb doesn't change with the pronoun we, sorry. You give, not gives, you give. It measures. Okay? So, it, she, and he, they change what? They change the verb. But I, you, we, you, they don't change the verb. So, they push or pushes. They push. We throw or throws. Throw. I use or uses. Use. You write or writes. Writes. Okay? It's so easy. You don't have to, confuse yourself by, using the pronoun and so on. You just have to know that he, she, it, they change the verb and they take is. I takes am, and they, we, you, they take what? They take are. Now let's move to the part where they're telling us about pronouns with verbs. So as you can see here, he hits the ball, she catches the ball, it breaks the window, and no change to the verb when we use we, I, they. Change or add s or es to the verb when we use he, she, it. So here we watch the game, she plays well, they buy new bats, and it rolls toward second base. Okay? So here, singular pronoun and verb, he looks, she pitches. But here, plural, we walk, they watch. But pay attention. I catch, we're talking about one person, but we don't change or no change, or there's no change to the verb. And here we're talking about only one person, but we change the verb. Okay? That's what I need you to know about pronouns and verbs. And here they're telling us a verb can name an action that is happening now, and we know that. And a pronoun can tell who or what is doing the action. It's just like the subject or the noun. And okay. And if the pronoun he, she, or it comes before a verb that tells about now, add s or es to the verb. Or if the pronoun we, I, or they comes before a verb that tells about now, we don't have to change anything, okay? So the pronouns, we, I, they, and you, ما بنغير إشي على الverb. It stays as it is. And if we have he, she, it, لازم نغير الverb, okay? That's what I need you to know about pronouns and verbs and about lesson 17, okay? Tomorrow we're going to continue that review with lesson 18 and 19 and 20, okay? That's it for today's video. Thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, just ask me.